Hi, Karen with you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I have a scrapbook layout for Kitaholic Kits, and this is the May 2022 kit. And I am featuring quite a lot of the patterned paper today and quite a bit of the floral ephemera that I still have left from this kit. So how I decided to approach this today is I have fussy cut out the patterned paper with all the circles and semicircles, and I have off camera also distressed the edges of all of those circles, and I've also used some black ink around the edges because I really wanted to have these pop off that beautiful patterned paper as my background as well. My thought for this was it's a little bit how I would potentially use mixed media. So I've sort of really invented this to be all those circles are my interpretation of having mixed media behind my photo for this one. And I set about just having a think about where I wanted to position the photo. Now the photo is of my sister and it's just an everyday photo, so nothing special, but she's looking straight on. So I thought about where I'm going to sit it. And then as I was starting to build all those layers of the circles, I really rested on the bottom right hand side and I start to create a bit of a curve around that component. Now, so I don't have to keep moving things around as I keep changing my mind, I'm pretty happy with where I've got things seated at the moment. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue on some of the edges just to get this as to being almost one piece so I could move it around the page. I also knew I wanted to pop it up on some craft foam as well, just to add some extra dimension. So that made it really easy to be able to do that, seeing it was all just one piece. Now that foam tape is I get that from Spotlight here in Australia. It's uber cheap and it pretty much gets used on all of my layouts. It's great being adhesive on one side. And then just to fill in a little bit of the area as well, so it just sort of breaks up those circles. I have beside my on my desk all cut files that how I haven't used, or I've cut them and they're just waiting there just to use as fillers on my layouts. So these are just some leaves that I had sitting in my little tray, and I thought that would be a really lovely soft way to enhance those circles just a little bit, because they were looking a little bit harsh on the page. And I really do really love how this turned out with those adding those leaves in. I have also backed the photo with some tissue paper from my stash as well. I decided it didn't need too much, so went with just that soft touch around the layout. I've also popped it up on some foam as well, and just to match up with the actual depth of the circles. So I actually put 2 layers of foam on that right hand side underneath the photo, just so it didn't have sort of like a concave bend to that. And then just to create some interest around the page, I've then added on some of the floral ephemera. I love this floral ephemera so much. I do not have at this stage, this is my 3rd layout of the month, I do not have much left. So I have absolutely stash bust this one well and truly this month. I then wanted to just round out that right hand side as well, and just added just a semicircle that I had left over that I hadn't placed into the circles on the left hand side, just to make sure that that was cohesively around and sitting together with that. I've used some of to keep going with the leaf effect as well. I've used some of the leaves from the floral ephemera pack as well, and I just add a few just around the circles and around the page a little bit as well. I will make sure that I also pop in the description box below all the links to the store, so you can check out what it's like to be a subscriber of these kits. I can't tell you how much I enjoy playing with these each month. Steph does a wonderful job of curating these kits. There is different products in each one every month. So for example, this one has Pink Fresh, it has Simple Stories, and it also has just even a little bit of Cocoa Vanilla embellishments as well. So they all fit beautifully together. We also have a couple of Facebook groups as well. So we have Kitaholics Community Group, which is a very public group, and we love to share and let us know what you're all up to. And we also have a private subscribers group as well, and we share exclusives in that each month, and we often have extra challenges and extra competitions and things like that. So once you become a subscriber, you're placed into that group, and we have a great fun playing together with these kits. So I decided I needed just a little bit more onto the page, although it was starting to look quite busy, but that's pretty stock standard for my layouts, I guess. And I'm just looking here just for some simple things using the Simple Stories sticker sheet. And I added in that circle there with the stripes. Those colors worked perfectly in there. I've pulled out the puffy stickers and one of the word phrases as well, just to line up with all the different colors around the page of those circles. And then I do finish off with a splattering of, oh, no, I do remember now. It's so funny when you watch these things back. You think you've only just made it and then you still forgot what you do. Because I'd put that black ink around the circles to make them pop off the page, I felt you couldn't see the stickers very well. So I wanted to give them an extra pop. So I did get a black pen from my stash and just did some borders around those stickers. And I've put a black border around my page as well. I am not that great at doing that, but slow and steady wins the race when it comes to that. So I really love how sometimes I will do this to a layout because it does feel like it's finished when it has that border around the page. And I finish off with some splatters, just some gold Crazy Mist, which is one of my favorite ones, just to spray on at the very end of the layout. So this is the end product. I really love how this one turned out, and I have some close-ups for you as well. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. If you've liked what I've given you today, I'd love it if you either subscribed or hit that like button, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.